it's strong evidence showing that it's not possible to get to the next level. How can someone start to tell a different story that they can actually believe it's possible to get out of a challenging situation, personally, financially, relationship, into a better situation?
You know, it's probably because, I don't want to answer this too simply. This is a really great question. It's probably because I try to absorb as much wisdom as I can from others who have done it before. And I see the mismatch or the mishmash of personal experiences and trauma and things that go wrong with so many successful people. You get to see it every day, right? When you and I get the opportunity, when we've masterminded together and really talk deep when no one's around, like I feel like I'm at this phase where I want to, if I had the chance to sit down with everybody individually, I could look at them and go, no. All of that crap happened because it needed to form the woman you are.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
You wouldn't be the man you are if you weren't on the couch, if you didn't think like all of those things built this guy who's Lewis Howes, that you can be this amazing man to your partner right now, that you can look like all of those things had to happen, but it's so hard when you're in it. Like, oh, really? I had to get cheated on. I had to lose this relationship. My business partner had to steal my money.
Right.
Unfortunately, yes, because you can look at it any way you want. I gotta share. I'll share this. And if I go back to personal stories, just so I hope it relates. 12 years old, I moved in with my dad. Very confrontational. My dad was the youngest of 12. He was physically abused, sexually abused. He's okay with me sharing that. And old school Italian, didn't get help. New York guy, like no, just scared away every wife. My sister hasn't talked to him in 25 years,
Oof.
right? So scared, didn't talk to one of his brothers and sisters, right?
He had 12, sibling
12,
20, yeah.
and doesn't talk to any of them. It was just a dysfunctional family. So he decided, I'm going to be a better dad, but he didn't get any help.
Yeah, the
so
tools.
He was rough. So that's all the women ran, everybody ran away from him. At 12 years old, he terrorized my mom so much that I said, when will you leave my mother alone, right? He said, move in with me. I'll never bug her again. So I moved in with this guy. My mom was devastated. And she's like, you can't. I'm like, I am. I wouldn't tell her how. Why? Because I knew she wouldn't let me. So I moved in with this guy.
You're 12?
I'm 12. He's living alone. He's living in a tiny little place. The heat's barely on in the place. We had a little electric heater that kept the place warm. It was a nightmare. I'm like, I left my mom. We lived in a cul-de-sac. I had a mongoose BMX bike. I had friends. Now I move in this, excuse my language.
Yeah.
I move in this guy, and he's a mess. Like, I'm older now. I can see just a disaster.
Yeah.
This guy is bipolar, or somebody can diagnose it better than that. But some days he's super dad, letting me drive at 12 years old, taking me fishing. And other days I'm vomiting blood because I have a bleeding ulcer because I'm so afraid he's going to get violent with people and get arrested again and do all this stuff, right? So I got this guy that is my hero and the guy I'm scared to death of. But by the time I was 15, I started understanding emotions, and I understood how he would feel. I understood how it came from. I started to have empathy for him. And I could watch him come in with like terrorizing. His name's Paul. He'll listen to this and he'll be totally cool with it. He's an amazing guy. He's 87 now, and he's in a beautiful space. But I saw Paul, the terrorizer, the one that my mom was afraid of and everybody was afraid of, come in. I could spin that guy, and I could get him to be that loving dad that would take me fishing.